Hello, how's it going? Hope you're having a good Friday. It's very warm again here in the UK. I've still got my shades on, so I might look a bit silly, but yeah, I've just come across this. I wasn't even aware it was happening, so I was having a little browse online, and I come across this Second Sight are actually doing a really good sale, and I did actually pick some editions up. Now, everything's not included, like some of their latest releases, but they've got some really good stuff. As you can see here, they've got this big banner, the summer sale, The Witch on Blu-ray 4K. 4Ks and Blu-rays both in this sale. The 4Ks are a really good price, and the Blu-rays. The Blu-rays are actually an exceptional price. Take into account that this is some of their older releases, and yeah, if you're into standard editions, which I don't mind at all, because I don't pick everything up on limited edition. I know I do get a lot sometimes, and you may think that, but sometimes I'm happy with just getting an absolute killer bargain, and that's what Second Sight are offering up. I've actually ordered 4 titles. 3 of them is stuff that I've had on limited edition from them before and actually gone and sold, but I decided to actually repurchase. So I had the limited editions. For some reason I sold them. This is 3 items, and then this sale comes along, and I think, yeah, let's get them again into the collection at an absolute bargain price, since I made a bit of money off the limited editions, which I don't normally do. I normally keep all my stuff. It's just these films I thought I'd sell. I don't know why. I do it sometimes when I have a clear out, but let's have a look at the sale anyway. I think the best way to do it is going on sale there. So it comes up instantly with a more newer title. I think it's a bit of a newer one. A Bittersweet Life. You've got the Blu-ray for $8.99 and the 4K for $17.99. That tends to be a bit of a trend with this Second Sight sale, which is really good. It's one of the best sales I've actually seen. It's a little bit limited, as there's only 8 pages of sale items. So compared to some other sales like Arrow, perhaps Sever and Vinegar Syndrome, there's not as much on sale. But Second Sight can be a bit pricey. So this, you can get some killer bargains. I mean, look at this. I'll talk about what I've ordered and those 3 that I've repurchased, which I did sell. I sold my 4Ks, so I thought, now the sale's on, I'll actually get them at a good price. You've got Assault on Precinct 13, 40th Anniversary Edition. Brilliant film from John Carpenter. It's a bit of kind of like a siege movie set in an police station. They're under siege. The cops have got to basically protect their prisoners and the people in the police station from a rogue gang that has a vendetta. Cool movie, and this edition's only $8.99. Now this one has been out for a while, and this is the actual edition I own of Assault on Precinct 13. Desperately needs a 4K, but that's for another day. But yeah, $8.99. So basically their Blu-ray standard editions are $8.99 in the sale. Their 4Ks are $17.99, and normally their 4Ks are $24.99. And their Blu-rays are $16.99 for standard editions. Obviously, for limited, you pay £30 to £40 or $45. You've got Asylum, Good Amicus Anthology. Peter Cushing's in there. This is a good one. Highly recommended from me. I did enjoy this one. I actually have this edition. $8.99. Just killer bargains. I thought I'd do a quick video just to spread a bit of awareness about this Second Sight sale. I'm sure a lot of you that click on this video and have a look will actually be aware of this, but if you're not, there's some great movies in some great editions. I mainly came for the Blu-rays when I bought some stuff. I thought $8.99 for a Second Sight edition. I know it's not limited and got all the fancy supplements, but for $8.99, just absolutely great. Censor, that's another good one. That's $9.99 because it's 2 discs, so they've added an extra £1 for the extra disc, which is fair enough. You got Chopper, $8.99, another good one, starring Eric Bana among others. I did like this one. It says here, new Second Sight restoration from a 2K graded scan. I actually have that edition as well. I didn't get the limited, so I do actually have that one, and I enjoyed watching the film again. I think I saw it years ago as well, but as you can see, there's only 8 pages, so it is quite a limited sale, but there's a lot of stuff. Creep, $8.99. Crimes of the Future on 4K, $17.99. I have that edition, the standard 4K. $8.99 for the Blu-ray. You got Drive, 4K and Blu-ray. Dog Soldiers, even getting the Second Sight standard edition for $8.99 is an absolute killer bargain. Word of the video is killer, because they are killer bargains. I mean, I had the limited edition Blu-ray of Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. I wasn't keen on it, so I decided to sell it, made a little bit of money, and I thought, you know what, I actually want to revisit that film and give it another go. So what I've done is I bought the $8.99 Blu-ray. Same with Green Room. I had the limited 4K, sold it, made a bit of money. Don't know why, it's just not one of my favourite films. I do like the film, but then I've just picked up the Blu-ray for $8.99, so I've got it back in the collection. An absolute ultimate bargain price. They've got the high tension 4K, $17.99. That is a very good 4K. I watched that last year. I do have that standard 4K. $8.99 for the blue. They've got Host, good British sort of mock, like, you know, like it's about a seance, and it was shot during COVID times, and yeah, it was decent. I did enjoy this. I first watched it on Shudder. I picked up the Second Sight Blu-ray a while ago. Good film. It's quite short as well. I think it's under an hour, this one, from what I can remember. It's about 50 minutes or so. And the cast do a really good job of selling this idea that they're doing an online seance using screen record, you know, and all that stuff. And they really sell it well on how that, you know, they've summoned an entity and they all keep getting taken out one by one. It's done in the kind of vein as Unfriended. I mean, if you've seen Unfriended, that's the kind of format Host is. I suppose you could call it fan footage, but it's more of kind of like screen record, you know, using like Skype calls and things like that. But really good as well for $8.99. Great Blu-ray. That one's on Shudder as well. You've got In Bruges. That's a good film. I haven't actually got it myself, but I've watched it. $8.99 for the Blu-ray. Inside, $8.99. I need to watch Inside. I have the limited edition Second Sight set of that. Same with It Follows. I've never watched the Second Sight set, which I have. But they've got the standard 4K here for $17.99. I've watched It Follows, just not the limited edition set that I have. But you've got the Blu-ray, $8.99. Lake Mungo, great mockumentary, $8.99. Late Night with the Devil came out last year, $17.99 for the 4K. Long Weekend, I've never watched it before. I thought I'd take a chance, so I gambled on it and I have bought that. I put that with Green Room and Gunjayam Asylum. So I've just bought Long Weekend for $8.99. It's one I've wanted for a while, but when I see it around, it's like £15 to £16, which is not the worst price. But I've, you know, seen it for $8.99, I think, yeah, I'll take a chance on that. It might not be much good, or I may just think it's half decent. But for $8.99, you know what? I'll take a chance. You got Late Night with the Devil, $8.99. Magic, that's a strange one with Anthony Hopkins, $8.99. Martin, from George A. Romero, really good character study on a gentleman who thinks he's basically vampiric. You can get the 4K for $17.99 and the Blu-ray for $8.99. You've got May, another good movie, $8.99. The Second Sight Standard Edition, Mean Streets. I have the standard Blu-ray, but I've never watched it. They've got the 4K as well, $17.99. Next of Kin, bit of Australian horror for $8.99. Stars John Jarratt, who plays Mick Taylor in the Wolf Creek series. Monster, that's an okay movie. I wasn't blown away by it when I watched it a few years ago. I think I watched it on like Sky Movies or something, but it was okay. But $8.99 for the Second Sight again. Midnight Run, $8.99. There's loads of stuff. Picnic at Hanging Rock, I was pretty impressed by. That's a very mysterious, let's say, yeah, just draped in mystery, and yeah, who knows what's really going on with that one. A very strange film, but I loved it, and I picked up the Blu-ray a while ago, but I paid more than $10.99. They're doing that for $10.99. 4K, $19.99. I had the limited Possessor, as I did with Green Room, but I sold it for some reason and made a bit of money, but I've decided to get it again, so I just went for the Blu-ray at $8.99. I do like Possessor. I first watched it on the standard UK Blu-ray release, the non-Second Sight one, years ago when it was first got its release, and I had the limited, but I didn't watch it, so I sold it, and then I've just thought, you know what, I want Possessor in the collection. With it being a good Brandon Cronenberg film, David Cronenberg's son, I thought, yeah, I'll grab it again. So I picked up the Blu-ray for $8.99. You've got Raw, good French horror. Revenge, that's a good one. Same director as The Substance, right? It's the same director. That's interesting. Don't Know What Romance is. Southern Comfort, I actually have this Second Sight edition. Gosh, the sweat is pouring off. So hot in the UK. You've got Super Mario Brothers, $8.99. That'll probably get a 4K over here at some point because Umbrella did the Australian 4K. Space Truckers, that looks interesting. I have it in the collection from Wicked Vision, but that's an interesting one for $8.99. You got the Babadook 4K for $17.99. Babadook Blu-ray, £8.99. Blair Witch Project 2-disc edition standard Blu-ray for $14.99. That was a fantastic release. I had to get the box set of that, with it being one of my favourites. But you got the Borderlands $8.99, good fan footage movie set in, I think it's in the Welsh countryside. You've got the Changeling 4K $17.99. You get all these lovely newly commissioned artworks on them as well. Hitcher Blu-ray, the new edition, for $8.99. What a bargain. If you don't own some of these movies, they've got some absolutely, phenomenal titles. It's like, have a look, because this is why I did the video, really, to create a bit of awareness. I will be covering some other up-and-coming releases. You got the Craze Standard Edition, $8.99. I wish I'd have added that now. I kind of skimmed over it. I remember watching that when I was really young. TCM, $9.99 for their Blu-ray, and $17.99 for their 4K UHD. The Strangers Blu-ray Edition, $8.99. The Witch, $8.99 on Blu-ray, $17.99 on 4K. Under the Shadow is sold out. That wasn't a bad movie. I think it's set in Iran. I think it's Iranian. Upgrade's a good sci-fi / horror thriller, $8.99, but that's out of stock, so forget that. You got Walkabout, I'm quite interested in. Heard some good things about it, never seen it. When a Stranger Calls, $8.99. They got the Your Next new edition, the Blu-ray and the 4K. Extra, it's okay. I thought Extra was it was very bizarre, but yeah, it didn't blow me away or anything. It was kind of alright. Loads of cool stuff though on this second sight sale. If you want some Blu-rays in fantastic standard editions at a phenomenal price, you get a good same disc as what you get in the limited edition set. You just don't get all the physical supplements, so you get all the extras that are on the limited edition sets, but you're getting these Blu-rays at $8.99 with decent artwork, really good newly commissioned art, and all the extras. Absolutely great sale. I found out yesterday that Arrow finally announced the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy. Big fan of the Turtles when I was a kid. Used to have the sewer system playset, the underground lair where the Turtles hang and splinter, and I used to have the Technodrome toy with all the Turtle action figures. I remember loving the original 1990s live action movie, and the sequel Secret of the Ooze as well was really good. But yeah, Arrow have just announced the sets, so $45 for the Trilogy limited edition Blu-ray with the original artwork. You've got the limited edition Blu-ray with the new artwork for $45, £50 for the original artwork but 4K for the Trilogy, and newly commissioned artwork, Arrow store exclusive limited edition 4K UHD box set is £50. So I went for this. I actually ordered from Zavvi. I didn't get the Blu-ray, but there's the Blu-ray set. Looks awesome. Both 4K and Blu-ray editions of each custom box art. I went for this one. I went for the £50 limited edition original artwork 4K Trilogy. I think this looks a little bit nicer than the newly commissioned. No, don't get me wrong, the newly commissioned artwork's really good for the Arrow store exclusive, but I felt like it reminded me too much of the animated shows that have come out since. I was a big fan of the original cartoon and the original live action trilogy, but I was never a big fan of the Michael Bay films, and I was never a big fan at all of some of the animated later Nickelodeon year stuff. And this just looks like it's good artwork. It does look quite nice, and I'm not going to bash it too much, and it is kind of cool. It just reminds me that it just looks like it's for an animated version to me. Perhaps that's because it's drawn in an animated manner, but I really just went. I normally go for newly commissioned as well. I'm normally a big fan of the newly commissioned art, but I just thought, yeah, I'm having the OG. I actually have the Blu-ray of this sealed, so I might have to sell that. But I'm up for the Ninja Turtles live action trilogy, the 90s one from Arrow. Yeah, instant pre-order for me. I had to go and grab that. And I got that one as well, the original sort of box art. And the Devil's Rejects has also been announced. It's a US edition, it's 4K. I'm just gonna... Sure, whatever. Just get rid of that. And we will take a quick look at the Devil's Rejects. Then I'll wrap this video up, guys, because I just wanted to come on and talk about the second sight sale, really. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I was typing. So let's get on to there. Devil's Rejects, and we want the no. Okay, I'll just type 4K and it might make things a little bit easier. Here we go. So get on there. Amazon have an exclusive, well, this is Amazon.com actually, Amazon US have an exclusive, the Devil's Rejects 4K Steelbook with the digital code. So this looks really nice. $34.99, works out a little bit cheaper in pounds. I think I'm going to order this. I bought the Lionsgate Devil's Rejects. No, sorry, not Devil's Rejects. House of Thousand Corpses, which is the first film in the Rob Zombie Firefly family trilogy. I bought the Devil's Rejects set from a couple of years ago. You know, the awesome set with the poster in, and you know the new edition. I bought that couple of years ago. I think it was the 20th anniversary Blu-ray edition. Shame they didn't do a 4K for that, but it's an awesome set regardless. But yeah, I think I might have to get this 4K Devil's Rejects Steelbook. I know we'll get a release over here, but this is 3 discs, looks really nice. That's the kind of artwork. Let's just get a little close up. Everyone's there. You know, you got Sid Haig, got Otis played by Bill Moseley, Shree Moon Zombie, who plays Baby. That's the one, isn't it? Danny Trejo there, his character. Michael Berryman playing his character, who's actually in The Hills Have Eyes, the original. But yeah, it looks like an awesome steelbook. I'm going to have to purchase this. And obviously, it's going to work out, a few pounds cheaper than $34.99. Because obviously, when you convert it to pounds, it's a little bit less. But yeah, looking forward to that one. Finally, the Devil's Rejects getting a 4K. That's awesome. But yeah, if you want to get some Blu-rays at a bargain price, fantastic editions, check out some of these, standard releases for $8.99 on the second sight sale. They're about £3.60 for delivery. I bought 4 items and it cost me under £40 for 4 awesome second sight editions. Really happy with that. Just a quick one anyway, guys. Have an awesome weekend. It's the giveaway draw on Sunday. I'll be drawing the giveaway winner, so look out for that. If you still want to enter, there's a post on the Skin Crawlers YouTube channel bio page thing that you can actually just get, just ask me, say I want to be in the giveaway for a chance to win the 101 Films limited edition Blu-ray of Castle Freak, or the Arrow Video Children of the Corn 4K, or the limited edition of Satan's Little Helper from Treasured Films. Just let me know if you want to be in the contest, because I'm going to draw it Sunday. That's for the summer giveaway. Okay, have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.